Blog Talk Radio.
There are assembled the world's four greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
What's up, guys? This is Mikey, and you're here with your four favorite radio superheroes. And, you gonna make it through the show, bud?
I had late night saving the universe.
Oh, yeah. Green Lantern was up all night fighting a bunch of yellow lanterns and some tacos, and he doesn't feel good. So, it's all that steak you've been eating. But we're going to get right into it. Today's show is about Wolverine and
Wolverine, Sabertooth. I thought something stunk about this forest. You gotta be kidding. Tell you what, long as he's here, I'm gonna be somewhere else.
What's wrong, Wolverine? No kiss and makeup?
Kiss this.
We used to be old pals, even work together, but we had some little misunderstandings.
Yeah, right. He wasted some friends of mine for no reason, and I misunderstood.
Wolverine never should have let me live. I wish he was here so I could take care of his carcass too.
Be careful what you ask for, old buddy. It just might come true. All right, you egg-sucking piece of gutter trash. You always liked pushing around people smaller than you. Well, I'm smaller. Try pushing me! I'll penetrate his recesses.
that is epic. That's an epic fight of the day right there.
Yeah, an epic voice lead.
Well, like I said, we're going to be talking about Wolverine and Sabertooth, and this time we'll switch it around. Let's start off with Sabertooth. Start off with the bad guy. All right, and Sabertooth, his origins, not a lot of people know it. When he was a kid, he got treated pretty badly. Like, his dad locked him up in the basement. But this is after he killed the kid. He killed the kid. His dad locked him up in the basement, pulled his canines out. So imagine your father locking you in a dark place where you can't really see anything and just coming down and yanking your teeth out. Wow, that's some excruciating pain. So on top of finding out about your newfound powers, you have to worry about your family basically disowning you.
Wow. They used to lock him in the basement?
Yeah.
And, feed him with dog bowls and stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, that had to be good. That explains a lot.
And then he basically went on, after that, to become one of the most evil people out of the Marvel series. You see him start a lot of guff with Wolverine all the time on the shows, like in the X-Men, but that's because they had bad history. They were friends at one time, used to work together, and actually enjoyed each other's company, but Sabertooth had a bad problem with when they would go on missions. He would always kill a civilian off the side, just totally not related, just an innocent person, while they were on the mission. And Wolverine always looked at that like, what are you doing?
Why?
Why? Yeah.
It wasn't our orders.
Yeah. And then he basically becomes a hitman throughout the majority of his comic series, doing dirty work for names like White Devil. He did a lot of work for him. And he basically is a guy that you hire, and you feel kind of sketchy about hiring somebody for a hitman because you think they're going to turn against you. That's Sabertooth.
I didn't really like him in the first X-Men movie, though, because, he was just pretty much like Triple H, and he just didn't really pop that much.
They did good in Wolverine's origin.
Yeah, he did a lot better in that. He was mostly Victor Creed for the most part.
Right.
So it showed a lot more of his, origin.
Right. And him and Wolverine are so much alike. I think that's why they're so like, bad for each other. The only difference between them two really is obviously the Wolverine's,
Yeah.
and his mindset is a lot different than Sabertooth.
He couldn't get the adamantium either because he doesn't have that healing power, right?
Right.
So
He has a healing factor.
He has healing factor, but it's not as
aggressive as his.
it's not as potent, I guess you should say,
Okay.
as Wolverine's. Because Wolverine in one of the comics, like later, it's weird because they originally established his healing powers as kind of like Sabertooth. But over the comics, it kept getting bigger and bigger, and he would survive, like, Raider attacks. Like, I think at one point, Wolverine actually survived an atomic attack.
Atomic blast.
Yeah, and, like, he grows back, regenerates almost immediately. Yeah, and another thing that the whole brooding fight between Sabertooth and Wolverine, Sabertooth killed Wolverine's love, Silver Fox.
No, Silver Fox is that one that was at Origins, though?
They made a cameo play by her, but
Yeah,
she was before World War I.
They didn't say that she was Silver Fox.
She
That's
had
who
the
it is.
abilities of Silver
That's who
Fox,
it is.
and she made reference to her Indian heritage, which she was a Blackfoot Indian,
Yeah.
and she had the same powers. And I think he made a reference to her being a fox.
I think she made a reference to her being a fox whenever she was telling him about the story. with,
No,
like,
she made a reference to the
whatever,
moon and Wolverine. That's how he got the name Wolverine. But
I was just something about like a fox and Wolverine being.
no.
Okay.
And but when she died, he fucking snapped.
Yeah,
He went bonkers. He started living with wolves, and that's when he got the more animalistic.
That's where you kind of see, you talked a lot about it today, the feral Wolverine.
Yeah, the feral Wolverine that's kind of where he gets the first glimpse of what his true potential is. I mean, because when he becomes feral Wolverine, nothing hurts him. Like, you can shoot him, and he'll just keep coming at you.
Pure peace.
But normal, like, you shoot Wolverine, he's like, ow, that sucks, but I'm still going to come at you.
Yeah.
But this feral Wolverine, he just growls and comes at you. And then, like, eventually he gets drafted into World War I, fights in the wars, and then later becomes, part of, you have the Department H, which is in Canada, with the Alpha Flight team. Then he becomes Weapon X, and, all this stuff. He does all this stuff, and then he leaves Department H, which is a shock to everyone because of his secret love for, I can't remember her name at the top of my head, but the leader of the Alpha Force, the guy who wears the Canadian Maple Leaf. Yeah, Maple Leaf. I can't remember his name either. I don't know why.
Captain Canada or something.
I don't remember. I just don't like the Alpha Flight team at all. They all piss me off. Like, you got Puck. Seriously?
Up the door.
I just want to punch all of them in the face. But he had a secret love for Captain Canada. That's what we're going to call him for now. Captain Canada's love, and he felt bad for it. So as soon as Professor X was like, hey, I have an opening on my team, I would like for you to join, he's like, yep, immediately. No hesitation. And everyone was like, what? You're supposed to lead this team. And that's why later on in the series, like you get, in the animated series, you actually get to see the Alpha Flight attack him.
Yeah.
They're like, you betrayed us. You were supposed to be one of our leaders, our friends. And he's like, there was a problem, suck it. So, and like that's why he was like, I'll take you all on. I don't care. He's like, I left for my own reasons, and there was a personal reason. And it was a good reason to leave, and I completely understand and I respect Wolverine for it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how that all went down because of
Whatever.
Silver Fox.
When he was feral Wolverine, though, that's whenever he was living with wolves and shit.
They didn't refer to that as feral Wolverine.
Yeah.
He literally became a wolf.
Okay.
Like, he literally lived with the wolves, hunted with the wolves, ate like a wolf, ran in the wild, shirt off, just wearing pants, no shoes. I mean, he ran with the wolves, for real. Like, he belonged to a wolf pack.
How's that possible?
Of course he had to have pants on because of the comic series. But how it happened was once she died in his arms, and she, I love you. And he was like, I love you, Rose, don't die. He snapped, went crazy, and then, he found himself in the woods, and I think the wolves attacked him. I can't remember, but the wolves attacked him, and he fought back with such animalistic properties that they incorporated him into the wolf pack.
Yeah.
And he just started running with them, and that's why he's, fast agile and all those animal traits that he has, where he can like climb up a tree like a freaking monkey in seconds, and you're like, what the hell? And he hides so well in like the brush and stuff.
So this was before World War One.
That was all before World War One. That was way before Professor Xavier was even born.
Yeah, like they are both from way back in the day.
Yeah, Sabertooth and well, technically, Sabertooth is more modern. Like in the comics, he's not as old as Wolverine.
Yeah, and Wolverine's from like the 1800s.
They are still related. I can't remember how.
But they're as both actual brothers.
They're half brothers. Yeah, but if you follow it, like Victor Creed, you know, his dad is like more modern. They lock him in a basement and stuff, and feed him, and you know, like scraps and chain him up, and have to eat up a collar and stuff, and chews on bones and stuff. And that's more modern time. Like the comics, he was younger than Wolverine, and when they became, they technically didn't even meet till I believe it was Weapon X. That was the first time they met.
Yeah.
And so they didn't have that whole World War thing, you know, that they did in Origins and stuff.
Now, like I really like how they did that. Like I didn't even know a lot about that until they showed most of the Origins, like the beginning. You know, how it shows like as soon as like they break away from their parents after he gets shot and whatnot, then they kind of like just go off and become animals by themselves. Like they're, you know, you see like as they're doing the credits at the beginning, they're showing like how like they're fighting in each one of these wars and stuff like that. You know, you see Wolverine carrying a flag and whatnot, and it looks like they're in the Civil War or something like that. And it's just crazy. I mean, I didn't know a lot of that. I was like, I didn't know Wolverine was that freaking old, man, because I remember they made a lot of references to him being older in the original X-Men series and whatnot, but I just didn't know how old he was, because I just thought he might be like, you know, like 1920s old or something like that, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of stories about how they met. There's stories about how they met in the CIA, and then they both went to Weapon X together. And then there's stories that, like, they met back in the day. It's a lot of variances.
Well, whenever he, you know, he's almost, I thought he almost basically killed Sabertooth whenever, you know, he freaking busts through the window with the, you know, his claws in his chest and freaking just knocks him out instead of killing him. But, you know, actually they didn't kill him, but I thought he really, like, knocked the hell out of him, you know, so. But then he ends up fighting Deadpool, and then Sabertooth goes up there and starts saying, like, nobody killed you but me, you know. I mean, did they really have that sort of bond throughout the comic series, or no?
You see it a lot. I've seen Sabertooth save Wolverine just for the pleasure of killing him later.
I've seen them work together.
Even like when he became the Sabertooth with big fur and the, you know, I'm an evil enemy to the, you know.
Yeah, sometimes they had a common enemy.
They still team up against like Omega Red and, you know, people that they used to fight in the day, like when they were Weapon X.
And Omega Red, the Russian
Executioner.
general.
They fight Executioner together, and they have to team up to fight Maverick, which was one of the Weapon X members, which kind of goes rogue. Like after the program splits apart, he becomes like a hunter of mutants. And like money.
You pay him the right amount. Like I said, he becomes the hitman, and he will do anything as long as it involves lots of money, and he'll kill other people that don't even matter along the way, just for his own like satisfaction.
Yeah, well, that reminds me of the Asian dude from Origins.
No, that was Zero, and I've never even fucking heard of that character. And I am probably one of the most
X-Men enthusiasts.
Yeah, and seriously, I was like, why don't they say his real name or something so I can get a concept of him? But like the only Asian mutants I know are like, you know, not even close to that. You know, you've got like Sunfire, who's from Tokyo, and he has the power of fire. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not him. And then you got, you know, all those kind of characters and stuff. But, like, none of them, like, I don't even know what his powers were. Like, I know he can't miss.
Yeah.
I know he has, like, super agility and, like, he can jump over high fences and stuff. But, like, I've never seen a mutant that resembles the bullseye version of the X-Men.
Yeah.
And, like, it kind of made me mad. I was like, who the hell is this? I can tell you everyone else, though, you know, but he's the only one I couldn't tell.
We talked about Victor a lot. So let's talk about Logan.
Schnicky.
Talk about Logan a little bit.
James Howlett. You fans out there who don't know Wolverine's real name is James Howlett. And, yeah, so there you go. Wolverine is old dirt,
1800s old.
and used to live on a farm. He was born in Canada.
His first appearance in comic books was number 180. His first appearance of Hulk, the Hulk 180. And it's really funny because when they started drawing Wolverine into the comics,
It was 181. Yeah, 180. His full appearance was 181.
and his first appearance was in 180, and then full appearance was in 181. But when they started drawing him into the comics, like actually doing X-Men, he still had the short, like, little calluses on his head.
It was.
But one of the girls,
they were like this.
yeah, she made a mistake. She made a mistake, and she made him longer in one of the comics. And they're like, let's keep it.
We like it.
So him having those is kind of an accident, and that kind of defines a little bit who he is. But go ahead, I just wanted to throw it in there. It's a little fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact. When you're talking about Wolverine, he has so many affiliations with like different groups. It's ridiculous. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, he was in the Avengers. You know, he fought alongside with Captain America back in a war. You know, back in a war.
And why he is not in the new Avengers movie pisses me off. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Maybe
why is that Black Panther? You know, all that. But you know, we've got.
He is synonymous with the Avengers.
And then you know,
like, and Spidey's not in it.
You have X-Force. He was a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. by itself. He was an actual member of S.H.I.E.L.D. like Hawkeye and Extreme, Team Extreme, the Avengers, the new Avengers, the Horsemen of Apocalypse, Alpha Flight, you know, Team X, Weapon Plus, Department H, Department K, Hydra, the Hand, the new Fantastic Four. He was had a part in that.
Part of Hydra?
Yeah, he was part of Hydra once. And then, you know, he was Secret Defenders, and then, like, the Jean Grey School. I mean, he was part, and the list goes on. Because he's so old.
Is that the guy that you were talking about earlier, though?
Yeah.
Maple Leaf Guardian?
Yeah, Guardian, that's the name, not Captain Maple Leaf. But,
he's just been through so much, like, he's so old.
Yeah, he is, and, like, that's not even half the teams he was on.
And I think the scariest one is the Horseman.
Oh, when he became one of Apocalypse's Horsemen, I thought it was done.
I thought there was no more Wolverine. I was like, man, Wolverine's bad now. Fuck.
Like, I'm glad they switched over. And then, like, House of M was awesome with him in it, you know. Oh, just epic days.
Yeah, his freaking mask in the Department H, man, that was kind of...
Janky?
Yeah. What do you like better?
Like he has wicked eyebrows.
Blue and yellow Wolverine or brown and orange Wolverine?
Blue and yellow.
Brown just looks awesome, though.
The brown does look good, but
Pretty cool.
as a child, I only, like, until I was, like, 13, I only knew of the blue and yellow.
If I ever saw blue and
So,
yellow,
like, I only loved the blue and yellow. But so, like, that was the first Wolverine to me. And then when I started getting, like, oh, there's comics? What? You know, and then I started going back in the old days and started reading the old ones. And then I was like, wow, you know, this guy's epic. You know, back in the day, he was a baller. You know, fucking samurai. He was a samurai. He was a ninja.
He's trained in martial arts. He's trained in about any type of warfare
there is.
Yeah, and
guerrilla warfare. You know, tactical warfare.
He lived in Japan. He lived in Canada. He lived in Russia.
He's lived everywhere.
He's been around the world.
And he has had every kind of poop nanny in the world. I'm serious. He's been with Japs. He's been with Germans. I mean, he's been with everybody. And he's had a girlfriend in every comic book.
He has, and I think that's what makes Wolverine so hard to defeat, because he has all that training, all the knowledge, and he's the power to heal.
And, like, oh, man, when I was a kid, my mom bought me a VHS. It was X-Men. It was the very first X-Men cartoon. And it was, like, episode 1 and 2. This VHS was. I watched it a million times. And, like, I love it because, like, it shows Wolverine's true character. Like, and I was like, you know, like, then I was like, oh, he's just a jerk, you know. But now I'm like, man, he's a hard A, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I love it because they're searching for Morph, and like, they finally like the whole team figures out where he is, and like they walk up and they're like, oh, what are we gonna do? And Wolverine's sitting in a tree, and he's like, about time you guys showed up. I've been here for a day, you know. And he's like, where have you been? He's like, it takes you this long to find a place. And he's like, I've already got a plan. Let's do it. And then he's like, Beast, throw me over. And it's like an electric fence, and Beast is just like, okie dokie. And Wolverine just flips over, and he's just like, let's do it, bub. I like attacking the guards and stuff. And then it's so funny because like, I want to say it was Beast. He was like, because they're, you know, they can't really just break into the door because the alarms would go off. And he's like, I wonder how long it would take me to just defuse this and get us into the door without. And then it's when Wolverine's just like, got the key, and he just stabs it, and then, you know, and it short circuits, and then the door just opens, and he's like, I had the key, you know, and I was just like, God, he's awesome, you know, and then that's when he pretty much became one of my favorite characters. And like, I love it because like there's, you know, all these tripwire, like these lasers and stuff, and Wolverine's just like, all right, I'm going. And he like jumps up and sticks his claws in the ceiling, and he's just like some monkey bars with his claws across the ceiling to avoid them all. And he's just like, I'll see you guys later. He just runs in, and he's like, I'm going to save more. He's my friend. And like, that's what I love. Like, when one of Wolverine's actual friends is in trouble, he'll go through life and death to save them. And like, that's one of the cool things about him. Like, Cyclops is just like, oh, we can't endanger the team. And Wolverine's like, screw the team. He's my friend, and I'm going to go. And he's like, well, I don't care what you do. And then, like, you know, the Sentinels will show up, and he's just like, you think I'm scared of a big robot? I'm going to, you know, hump your face. And he does. And he, like, literally beats the crap out of Sentinels by himself. And he's just like, bring it.
Yeah.
And it's so bad that they, like, have to start creating special Sentinels to fight Wolverine.
You see it, too, as some of the future episodes where they involve Cable.
Oh, yeah.
Wolverine's, like, one of the only X-Men left alive.
Cable, Bishop, all those guys. Like, they have their own legends of Wolverine.
Magneto and Wolverine are, like, the two main mutants alive in the future series.
I love it when they start to team up. Like, Charles Xavier dies, and Magneto devotes his life to following Xavier's lead. Because he was like, I've been wrong this entire time, and Charles tried to tell me, and because of me, he's dead. So he takes in like Wolverine, Storm, you know, Wolfbane, all them, and he takes them in, and he creates his own like team and follows Xavier's way. And like that's when you like get to see like Magneto and all them fighting together, and it's cool.
We were talking the other day about, you know, who had the biggest balls, you know, between Wolverine and Batman, though. I mean, it was honestly, I started going into, because that was the main show to me as a kid that I first started watching was, you know, the X-Men, because I remember getting a couple of toys from over at, like, Burger King or something like that, and I was like, who the hell are these guys? And then I started, like, watching Wolverine, you know, he just has that crazy voice, and he's just such a badass. I mean, like, I guess that's the reason I really started to like Batman in the first place, is because I already liked Wolverine so much, and just, you know, he already has those wide eyes, you know, black face, you know, even like the kind of points at the end, you know, and he's just a pure badass. You know?
And you know what I love about it is, like, you know, back in the day when they make cartoons, they make them for kids, and they try to stay away from like all the bad things that adults do, like sex and smoking and drinking. Wolverine did all that back in the freaking 90s. Back when I was a kid, I saw him in the bars. I seen him with girls, and he's like, oh, that's my old lover, you know, and he's like always smoking a cigar, and like I love it. And like he is the personification of, I'm a rule breaker, I'm a hard ass.
I love First Class though. Whenever they throw his little cameo in there, and they go in and they're like, hey, can we talk to you real quick?
And, you know. That's Wolverine, and I mean, I love they kept that.
And you see that kind of like in the Hulk 180, like his first appearance, because he's the guy, like you said, he just runs right after the Hulk.
Oh yeah,
he didn't care. He was just like, oh, you hear him, and you see it on the paper.
And what I think, I honestly think that Wolverine's strongest, like his strongest power, his strongest attribute, is also his weakest. The fact that he's strong. Like, he heals at such an alarming rate, he thinks he can't die. And, like, he literally will run into any battle. And that was one of the problems. And, you know, like, yeah, he doesn't care.
Blasted with bullets, man. He's just like,
he's, like I said, that one point in the comic where he gets blasted by atomic blast and he still lives.
Yeah.
He was almost immediately.
That adamantium killed him.
Yeah, and he healed immediately after that. So you just see him.
And, like, I love, like, how... And, you know, they have like an altered dimension where Hulk goes crazy, and it's called the World Hulk, and he kills everybody. And like he tapes Wolverine's skeleton to his arm with his claws like this on his arm, like Hulk does. And he has like a belt with like the shield,
Mastro.
the helmet.
That was Hulk after he went crazy after nuclear war.
Yeah. And like
That big guy over there with the beard, that's Mastro.
That's Hulk from the future.
Hey, and like
Look how much bigger he is than
Iron Man. He had Captain America's shield, Thor's hammer, Wolverine's skeleton.
On the
He had
helmet,
Iron Man's helmet,
Juggernaut, and some guy that was like a yellow mask with a red star.
Yeah, he was basically the Dr. Fate of the Marvel world. Damn. And the list goes on of people that Hulk killed in it. And like, but I love how he was like, Wolverine was so good, I'm gonna make him my weapon. And like he like takes him on, and he's like, his adamantium skeleton is now my fist pack. Bam! You know, and he's like, I'll F you up, Hulk strength, Wolverine skeleton, brass knuckles beyond brass knuckles. You know what I'm saying? And like, you didn't stand a chance at that point.
You know, that happened in the Hulk animated series, but in that, Hulk from modern time had to go to the future and beat Mastro.
Now that we got an idea about Wolverine and Sabertooth, what do you guys think about the movies? I think first X-Men movie, Sabertooth looked like a doucher.
Agreed.
He looked like a dumb.
Agreed.
But second, in X-Men Origins, Wolverine, he looked awesome. He looked like what Sabertooth should look like.
Yeah. I love that in, like, they stopped, you know, like Sabertooth didn't die in the first movie. Like, when they looked down, his body was gone. He didn't die from the fall from the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
But they stopped bringing him in because everyone hated him. So they kept him out of the movies until Origins.
Did he say anything in the first movie, though, the first X-Men movie? Because, I mean, like,
No,
they kind of tried to make it seem like, I knew that, they would make that Wolverine would remember anything. I mean,
his one and only line in the movie was, "Scream for me."
Yeah.
That was his one and only line in the movie.
He should have been like
and like he growled a lot. And no, because like I said, Wolverine and Sabertooth didn't have that bond. And Origins, Origins, First Class, they are separate movies. They do not belong to the X-Men trio. In fact, there's 4 movies coming up. You've got X-Men 4 coming up, which is basically the trio. They're going to do another one. Why, I don't know, because they pretty much hacked all 3.
Yeah.
And then you've got another X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is with him in Japan. They're going to cover all that area, and basically the Department H and all that fun stuff. And then you've got X-Men Origins Deadpool, which is the 3rd movie coming out. And then they're doing X-Men First Class second year. So there's the 4 movies coming out with X-Men. Check them out. I'm probably the only one I'm not going to go see is X-Men 4 because I hated the first 3.
And what are they going to do? Bring back Professor X or what? I mean, because in the very last seconds of the movie, then they showed he's starting to come back or whatnot. What the hell?
Professor X dies many times.
Yeah.
And he comes back many times. In fact, they bring him back, and he's not crippled anymore. And then he's quickly crippled right after it. So he goes right back into the wheelchair. He's like, I can walk and run for a few days.
He's hit by a car.
I'm back into the wheelchair.
He's like Dano from Family Guy.
And so, they might bring him back. If they bring back Jean Grey, I'm probably going to be really pissed off because she's dead.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, they just bring her back.
She's died a few times, too.
I know she just died a few times, and clones have replaced her and stuff.
So, they just botched back.
They botched the first 3 movies. I didn't like the first 3 movies.
They need to restart.
Yeah. We're obviously cool with all the restarts now.
The first 3 movies were done by one director, and then X-Men Origins and First Class were done by 2 different directors. And I liked the 2 other directors because they didn't make me mad. Yeah. The one, what I did hate about X-Men Origins was the fact that they were using Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, which made me mad only because it ties into the 3rd movie. And then another thing that made me mad was Haddish.
Oh, yeah. Because,
You know, I'm going to wait because this is my super rant. I'm going to go into it now.
All right.
I'm just going to wait. Sorry, guys. Prepare yourself. I've got a lot.
Well, yeah, right. And yeah, I always loved the X-Men series, and Wolverine and Sabertooth fights stood out to me. They are one of the best fights of the day, you know.
And, I love that because
They are a rivalry that is mostly unmatched by many.
Yeah. And, no one has that pure hatred for each other like they do.
Yeah.
And that's what I love.
So if you guys want to call in and talk about Saber or Wolverine or
Do you guys think that
any of the X-Men movies, just call 347-677-1194. Wow, went blank there for a second.
Yeah. Burr.
Do you guys think that Hugh Jackman was going to take for him, though?
Oh yeah. He's on the money. Terrific character. He goes back to that Tony Stark example.
Oh, yeah.
He's the embodiment of Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
I think they could have done a better Magneto.
The one that was in First Class was
Yeah, the one in First Class is going to be the new Magneto permanently.
yeah.
And I'm okay with this.
Why would you pick an old man to be Magneto? Come the fuck on.
Because he's supposed to be old, but
not that old.
He's
That's
supposed
like
to be
my
old.
grandpa.
Yeah, I was
He was
not
a
happy
kid
with that.
in World War II. The guy that the guy that played fucking Charles Xavier, Patrick, he did a good job and he doesn't look that old.
No, he's a good old man.
The guy that played Magneto looked like he's about to kick to the bucket.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It cracked me up, though, to see that he was him. And that's the reason I didn't even like to watch the first one when I first saw it as a little kid, because I was like, dude, he's supposed to be like this huge, beastly dude, you know? Like,
Right.
And he's like this old little crippled dude that I could probably like throw a toothpick at, because when it affected his magnetic powers, and he'd probably die.
I think
you shall not pass.
I think that had a lot to do with people not wanting to see it.
Yeah. I agree.
And I don't know. There's just so much. I'm sure they pick it apart, and we'll see future X-Men movies.
I'm not happy about them coming out with a new X-Men 4, though. Not happy about it.
You're like stressing it. Maybe they'll try fixing it.
They can't fix it. They fucked up the first 3 movies. Pardon my French, but they did. They messed up the first 3 movies. You can't fix it when you mess it up that bad. I'm just saying. Just saying. And the only thing that came out of it was Nightcrawler. They did a terrific job on Nightcrawler. I love them.
Good.
The only thing I wish they would have done was give him a sword. That would have been cool.
I remember that first scene, dude.
Instead of making him a
Preacher. He's been a preacher in every series.
I wish they would have spawned off the Colossus series.
I want to see more Colossus. They had him in 3. But he didn't talk. You know, he barely talked at all. And I want the Russian bastard that I love.
Wasn't that X2 that first introduced Nightcrawler, though?
Yeah, X2, and they introduced Colossus, but it was a small little thing. First he draws a picture of Rogue kissing Iceman.
Who's Colossus? What? I didn't have all that. All I remember is the X-Men from that I watched.
For real?
I watched it when I was little. I'm a lot younger than all of you.
Huh?
I think he's joking.
Yeah, he's joking.
No, I'm not joking.
You don't know who Colossus is?
No, it sounds like a big dick.
Or Ferris wheel ride of Colossus.
He sounds like a big dick.
It actually is a Ferris
I
wheel.
know.
Oh, you broke my heart.
You ready for good news?
Yeah.
No. So what I was going to say is that, have you guys heard about the Wolverine movie that's coming out in 2013 now? It's about Wolverine is going to be traveling to Japan to become a samurai warrior and all
Yeah,
that.
he just mentioned it.
When did you mention it?
5 seconds ago.
Well, I don't like the director's choice now. James Mangold or whatever. Because originally they were supposed to have freaking Darren Aronofsky to direct it. It was like a dick. Anyways, they were supposed to
hold me back.
He's a metal dick.
No, he's an awesome dude.
He's a Rasputin.
He's one of the best ever. But still, he's a good guy.
Darren Aronofsky was supposed to be the original one to direct.
My bad. Wow, I'm an idiot.
Who knows Darren Aronofsky?
I don't know.
I
He's one of the directed Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream. He's one of the best psychological directors of all time, as far as I'm concerned. And he was going to direct the Wolverine movie, which would make it so in-depth with thought. Okay, he would have showed how his aggressions grow and everything like that. Instead they choose whoever the hell this dude is, James Mangold or whatever the hell. They already teamed up in the movie called The Fountain, which was amazing, by the way, which I'm sure
he
you
did
guys
three
probably understand. But
Yuma.
yeah, and he also did Walk the Line. But
dude, he's gonna do good.
still, Darren would have been so much better.
Except for he has no action under his belt. I mean, he's done no action film.
I'm sure he could.
I think either one would be good. I'd like to see them both.
I can't wait to see it. Like, I'm gonna be excited to see the new Origins movie. And I can't wait to see Origins Deadpool. But I'm gonna save that for another day because I hope we have a Deadpool day.
Talk about some of Sabertooth's most epic fights.
Some of Sabertooth's most epic fights.
What stands out in your mind?
Oh,
Obviously, besides him and
besides Wolverine, I'm gonna have to go with, God, you're asking a tough one. Just back in the days as Weapon X, I think.
Him and Gambit have some pretty good ones.
Yeah, oh my God, I remember Sabertooth finding out who Gambit really was, and he attacked his family, and brought him back to, the bayou.
Yeah.
And Sabertooth almost killed Gambit and Rogue.
What?
They went out on a honeymoon, type thing. They weren't married, but he was come on, Chevy, And he takes her to the bayou. But he's under he's he has all other motives. He's oh, why don't you go shopping? And then he's okay, now I'm going to go fight Sabertooth, and I'm going to kick him in the pole with my pole, and he goes and he fights, and they have all these booby traps set, and he's if you've never been in the bayou before, you never make it to the bayou, and it's so funny.
Freaking CCR, Clearwater Revival, their minor songs.
Down on the bayou. Yeah, I don't know
It's an old school rock band.
if I heard the song, probably I'd know. But
Creedence Clearwater.
But he almost kills Rogue and Gambit. It's so cool because you see him in a suit, a suit, black tie suit, and he's he's holding a rose with his giant fingernails of death, and he's I'll kill him, I'll kill him dead, And then he attacks his family, and then brings Gambit back, and he F's him up. And I was I don't know how he beat the crap out of Rogue, but he did. She's at that time she did have the power to Miss Marvel, and I was wow. And that's when I really was wow, Sabertooth actually has some skill, some strength, because he whomped on her pretty good.
Yeah, he's one of the only guys besides Wolverine that straight up attacks Magneto.
Oh yeah. Sabertooth isn't afraid of anyone, and he should be, but he's not.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care. And his goal, he's I'm better than Wolverine, and I'm gonna prove it.
And in the comics, unlike Wolverine, he doesn't have the steel exoskeleton.
Mm-mm.
Magneto tried to attack him, and
Magneto has nothing against Sabertooth, oh, it's good, just good days. Good days.
In the X-Men animated series, when they first introduced Sabertooth, he was if it wasn't for you, I'd have an adamantium skeleton too, but you freaked out and destroyed the lab.
yeah, because he was next.
Yeah, and I love, I like watching the old ones because he, picks up cars and throws them and stuff, and I'm they don't ever touch on that he has that much power ever anymore. He's... I'm going to scratch him. I'll pick up a little girl and hold her up against a wall.
Doesn't he fight the Hulk too? Doesn't Sabertooth run
I don't remember. But probably.
In Hulk versus, they had the old team, Weapon X team fighting the Hulk. They were trying to use the Hulk's DNA to make a new breed of healing soldiers.
And what makes me mad is you don't see this anymore, but Sabertooth prefers weapons over his claws. Yeah. Yeah, he loves his gun. It's like his baby. And he treated it like a baby. He's an assassin. They should touch on that more. And I wish they would. And, like, you might see some more Sabertooth stuff in the Origins. You know, I hope they get the same guy. You know, I hope they keep the guy that played Sabertooth. I can't remember his name right now. It eludes me. But I hope they keep him because he was good. He did it really well. And he had that mindset, like, what are you going to do? You know, he had that real, like, when he's talking to Wolverine, he's like, can't we talk this over? And he, like, shings. He's like, ooh, shiny. You know, and that's Sabertooth. Like, and that's, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they did perfect with him, and, like, he did a great job. And he, like, played that maniacal, I'm going to kill you type, you know. And he was good at it. And I suggest they bring him back. And I hope to get to see more of his assassin stuff in Origins. I think the main thing I remember about Sabertooth is the one where Wolverine's hunting him. And it's like wintertime and they're in Canada. Oh, yeah. And he like, ditches the X-Men. And Xavier's trying to, like, read his mind to see where he is, but Logan keeps blocking it out. Yeah. And he finally sees them. They run into each other in Canada. And that fight was about 2 episodes long, like, stretched out. I remember. Oh, it's so awesome. I remember, like, when Wolverine was, another time he was hunting the Sabertooth, and, like, he fed him breadcrumbs, you know, to get him to where he wanted them, and then they caught him, and they instilled, like, a computer, like, chip in him, and it wouldn't make him under their control, so he would become Weapon X again, and they were putting the Weapon X team back together, and he, like, wanted to kill Wolverine so bad, and they're like, don't do it, he's ours now. He's your brother again. He's like, but I want to kill him. And, you know, it's a good day. Yeah. And you know what's funny is, like, a little fun fact, another fun fact. Sabertooth, every year if he's bored, he'll hunt Wolverine down days before his birthday, and on his birthday he'll find him and fight him. Every year they fight on Wolverine's birthday. Awesome birthday gift. Yeah. Every year. So Logan is like, he's sitting in a bar, smoking a stove, waiting on Sabertooth. Oh, he knows he's coming every year. It's coming. Oh, yeah. Those probably like, don't kill him enough this time. Right, he walks in the bar, he's smoking a cigar, and Sabertooth walks in and he's like, "It's alive." For you fans out there, I definitely suggest you go watch Wolverine and the X-Men. It's a fantastic animated series. It's pretty new, and it has some awesome fights between Wolverine and Sabertooth. And, like, you just get to see more of Wolverine and his military combat because he takes over the X-Men when Charles Xavier's in a coma. And Scott Summers lost it because Jean Grey's missing. Spoiler alert, it's because of Phoenix Force. But you get to see Wolverine take control of the team and train them in the ways of combat. And he literally makes them super X-Men, and I love it, and you get to see it, and, like, it's cool because, like, Charles Xavier's coming back in time with his mind and talking to Logan on the astral plane and letting him know that the world that, you know, if we continue on this path and the X-Men don't stay together and fight the enemy, the world will end, and it'll be because of the X-Men's fault. So, like, Wolverine's trying to prevent that at the same time as find Jean Grey, keep the team safe, keep them together, which is a hard task if you're not, you know, the Loki carries. Yeah, and, like, it's cool because, just a good day. Good day. And then, like, another good comic series is, like, the Uncanny X-Men. Like, I think it's, which series am I thinking about? I want to say the Astonishing X-Men, maybe. It's where Colossus comes back to life. They find Colossus after the Legacy virus scare, and Colossus sacrificed his life. They find him in Magneto's place, and it's so cool because, like, on the first page, you see Scott Summers and Emma Frost humping it out. And, like, it's cool because, like, Wolverine's standing on the end of the bed, like, watching them, and he goes, "Is this how you grieve?" Is this how you grieve over Jean? And that's when all of a sudden Cyclops just takes off his glasses and shoots Wolverine through a wall. And he's like naked fighting Wolverine, and he's like, I grieved more than anyone, and Wolverine's like, I'm still grieving, and you're an idiot. And he's like, Jean Grey's not dead, and here you are with another woman. And of course it'd be another psychic, and he's like, you know, it's such an epic fight, epic comic series. Go out, get it, or I'm going to find you and I'm going to punch you in the fat toe.
Is that comic worth my toe?
Yeah, it was.
You should actually say go out and read it or punch George in the toe.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not with that.
What do you think about Wolverine?
I think he's amazing. I think he's one of the most epic heroes of the time. Like, it's funny because, like I said, he was in like the Hulk 180. He's kind of an accident how his ears got bigger and it made him look more badass, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And like a big cat. Just the relationship between him and Sabertooth makes it more interesting. They need to touch on that more. Like, I think that would make it more dynamic. Like, if you're an X-Men fan, you already know about it, but for people who don't know, they're like, oh, who's that guy? Like, what? It's fucking Sabertooth.
Yeah,
that's Wolverine's arch enemy.
Yeah, how do you not know that?
Right. Like, I've had people ask me that. We'd be watching X-Men movies like, this guy's a great big bang. I'm like, what? Why are you watching this? Yeah, go fucking stand in the corner for an hour. You're grounded.
You don't deserve to watch this movie anymore.
But I think our friend's waking up. We're going to take a quick break. Man, we need to do something about this guy. He just disappears for, like, hours at a time and comes back.
And he's like in a roid rage, he's just pissed off.
Can't have dogs anymore because he keeps on eating them.
He's all like, why are you guys still here? You said we could be here. I know, but why?
Well, it doesn't really talk. It's more like,
yeah, but we understand him. We understand him. We have that friend thing going on. We know what he means.
It's hard to tell if he's mad or if he's
just talking.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's mad. Sounds like his head's going to fall.
Yeah, where's the Twinkies? We gotta feed him something. Let's try some candy. Think Man-Bat like gummy bears?
Maybe.
Who doesn't like gummy bears?
But then he might not go back to bed. It'd be like on a sugar rush, and then we're gonna have to like punch him in the face.
We're gonna find a way to put Man-Bat to bed. He's freaking out. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, you don't fucking yell at me. It's a train. What's up, guys? We're back, and it's time for Newt News.
This is Noob News with George the Flash Phillips.
How's it going? Anyway, good. Let's see. All right, let's just go ahead and get this started off today. Wolverine's kind of like Batman to me in a way. So I mean, like, it's just kind of hard to think of a lot of questions that I don't really know about him or would even care to know about him. So I mean, like, I'm just most of my questions are really about his claws, and yeah, it's kind of one of them is just about a fight, but. Let's go ahead and I'll do the fight real quick. I have a question about it, and then I'll ask about the claws real quick. All right, first off, if Wolverine wasn't made of metal, you know, adamantium, okay, would he be able to kill Magneto?
Yes.
Without the adamantium?
He beats the crap out of him, that Sparrow Wolverine, when he loses the claws, when he loses the metal. He F's his world up. He loses his one weakness against Magneto. Without that adamantium, Magneto has nothing against Wolverine.
Yeah.
It was so cool because, like, even in the first movie, they kind of show Magneto's fear from Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, you're dangerous with those things. let's point those in a safer place. And he, like, puts them to his chest.
Yeah.
And it's like, that just kind of showed that he feared Wolverine, because he should. Wolverine is a trained killing machine, and he... You guys...
I think that the whole him having the adamantium, yeah. Jeez. That whole situation is cool, and like I said, it is Magneto's one weakness, but even when he does have the claws, he sneaks up on him.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Like, so, I feel like, even with that situation, there's times that Wolverine still beats Magneto, and it doesn't really affect it. But like you said, when he goes feral,
there's nothing Magneto can do.
And he tries, too. He tries.
Oh,
he doesn't know. He's like, whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, you get closer. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I made a mistake by ripping this out of me. It's kind of like when you pick on somebody for forever and they finally just stand up to you and you're like, uh-oh.
And they beat the crap out of you. And then, like, the next day you look at them and they like, start walking to you again and you're like, oh, God, no, not again. Not again. Not in the face.
Okay. Let's see.
He's looking at me funny.
His claws, while originally bone, are kind of jagged and looks more like messed up tusks, like coming out of his hand.
Yeah.
So why, when he gets the adamantium and the adamantium surgery, why are his claws suddenly perfectly shaped blades?
They form the metal around it.
It still seem like jagged. I mean, that'd be like covering a peanut with chocolate. Yeah,
it's like they made a mold and they filled it with a plaster.
Oh.
So it automatically shapes them outright. It's tough to explain.
So you just gotta see, like, look at the bones that come out, and just imagine the metal, like hot, fresh metal going around it, and it comes to a point because the bone comes to a point. It's just basically going.
They like layered it on to where it evened out, and it could be a, clean in and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like later, you'll see the Feral Wolverine. His are a lot straighter than the ones you see from the movie. Like the movie ones made me mad because they didn't look anything like the comics or the old series and stuff. But they are a lot smoother and knifey looking than they show in the movie.
What looking?
Knifey.
Oh, I thought you said Nike. I thought you meant talk about symbol. It's like
they kind of do in a way.
That was not an endorsement.
Sorry, Nike, don't sue us.
Okay. Let's see. So since Wolverine does end up bringing in his claws in every given instance when he doesn't need them anymore, does that mean that his skin between his knuckles heals every time, or are they like little hand vaginas? Knuckles.
They heal instantly. Even when they come out and the skin tears, it heals around it.
So you gotta think he's not like a normal human, remember? He's got
and like they even say in the beginning, in the first movie, I like how they touch on it. She goes, does it hurt? He goes, every time.
Yeah, I know, that sucks, man.
But he's been doing it since since before World War I.
Yeah.
And that's maybe why you see a little bit.
And it doesn't bother him anymore. It's become...
That reminds me of that episode of the X-Men cartoon where they go to the Savage Land and all mutant powers are turned off, and he's like, these are not a power, and he goes, and then he's like, ah! It hurt so bad, and no healing.
Oh.
Yeah. But he still does it. He don't care.
Man, that would suck.
Hard ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Now, given that Wolverine in the comic series is only like 5'3", how does his claws, make any sense? When his claws always look about like the relative size of his forearms, that would mean that his claws would either have to bend around his arm and go up to his shoulder, or never be able to bend his arms at all.
They are the length of his forearm.
A little bit.
Right here, they're like this much.
Yeah.
And when they come out, they're long, and they come in, and they come in past his wrist, so he can still move his wrist. And then when they come out all the way, so he can still bend his wrist. Like if it was midway, he wouldn't be able to bend his wrist. It'd become like a splint.
So does he have like a spring system for him, or does he just use his muscles to?
It's basically muscle. It's they never explain it. They pretty much something he's always been able to do.
And they don't all have to come out at once. You flip people off with just the middle claw.
You would say that, which is kind of a newer thing. He used to never do that. And like they used to state how it was like they all come out of it.
Don't they have in one of the movies? Isn't he shaving with one?
Yeah.
He's like shaving with it.
And like
all smoking a stogie.
Yeah, he's shaving and smoking the stove.
And he was never able to control the acceleration.
Have a drink of brandy and shaving.
Probably just a fatty, it's probably not even a real cigar, he's probably just smoking a fatty.
Like, that's something I didn't like about the movies. Like,
He's smoking a fatty?
they're supposed to come out.
Oh, yeah.
He can't.
Yeah, they go really...
Will only come out and get close to the throat. He can't do that. They come...
Yeah,
that's it.
Like,
They're
you
done.
have to, like, really concentrate on pushing them out, like, barely be like, oh, hey, I'm just going to make it slow chubby here all of a sudden, just like, I'm making this be like a 20-minute chubby, just like every second, it wouldn't be like that, it's just like, as soon as it happens, it's going to happen.
Wait, you said 28-minute chubby, an inch every second. You got 28-inch dick?
30.
Wow.
That would actually be a lot longer.
That's like a superhero power. What's it? An inch every minute. Just start dancing like, what's wrong with that boy's pants? An inch a minute. That could be your name, an inch a minute.
The fantastic first hit.
Inch a minute.
Mr. Ass-tastic or something.
Wow.
That's what even just Calvin is with him. I'm telling you.
Let's get back to
just Calvin's with him. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I don't really know much about Sabertooth other than he's just a crazy weirdo. It was kind of fun to hedgehog a little bit, I don't know.
He's got a weird 80s headband.
That always pissed me off about him when I was watching him when I was little. I always knew the thing with Sabertooth. I was like, dude, Sabertooths are like my favorite dinosaur of all time, or
Dinosaur? They were mammals. They were
you can suck my
tigers.
dick. Anyways, no, I'm just saying that they basically had like huge freaking teeth, and he does not have that. He does not have huge teeth.
Yeah, he does.
He just has like little.
These canines right here.
They're long and big. Man, I'm talking like 3 feet long.
We don't want him to be able to fucking tripping over him and getting in his way when he's clawing or running or
awesome.
kill himself when he's trying to climb.
They did good.
All right.
Well, what's up the main now? What's the point of that? He's a 50 tiger, not 50 lion,
Something he grew out.
That's gay.
It's like Wolverine got the shots.
Walk talk radio, that's gay.
There is.
There is?
Okay. There's a psychic. You say psychic or sidekick?
Sidekick.
I have no idea what it is.
I'll take care of it. Okay, it's 5 seconds long.
All right.
Well, I do.
I don't remember.
I don't know either, man.
Getting stoned.
You have an epic fight.
He has a fight. I have 6 years old. He didn't have nothing to do.
Got nothing. Don't feel bad. I don't got nothing today either except for villainous justification. So,
which I can't wait to hear because I hope it's related to the topic.
Who would win? Wolverine with adamantium or Magic Boo?
Watch him, boo.
Why?
Because he's a yeah. Ow!
Should he make him?
Boo has the ability to destroy an entire planet with a single blast.
But he won't die.
He can die.
Yeah,
Okay.
like decapitate him and keep his head away from his body.
Okay, Magic Boo versus Silver Surfer. Just saying.
Your fights are getting more ridiculous every day.
I'm just saying the most badass fight ever.
I'm just going to put my money on Silver Surfer.
all right. Well, it's time for the Sidekick Sideshow.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's going to be like 5 seconds long. Yeah. And it's not going to be John. It's going to be Nathan.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Greetings, and welcome to Sidekick Sideshow.
Don't call us sidekicks.
All right, guys. It's kind of different. I've never done this before. Each of them have their own sidekick, Sabertooth and Wolverine. Wolverine has Kitty Pryde. He takes her under his wing. He even gives her adamantium claws. It's cool. Like in the Age of Apocalypse, she gets these bracers that have the claws on them. it's awesome.
Is that the girl he taught how to do, like,
She's able
trained her as a samurai?
Yes, and I was getting to that. He trains her in the art of samurai as well. So she is like an epic fighter after, like the original series, so like the Uncanny and stuff, like all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like pretty much after Colossus dies, she's like, I don't want this to ever happen again. And so he like trains her hardcore. And then Sabertooth has a sidekick. It's actually his son named Wildcat. Pretty much has every ability Sabertooth does, except for he's crazier. He is wild. He is, and like he is crazy. Like I'll kill everyone, even my teammates. Get in my way, I'll kill you. And like Sabertooth has to like take care of him, and like it's cool to see that because Sabertooth and him, they become part of the X-Men. And like Sabertooth's actually one of the leaders for the X-Force or X-Factor or something like that. One of those, and him and Wildchild are on it together with like Forge and all that, like Maggot and stuff. All those cool, so the ones that you don't really know about a whole lot about. But that's the end of our second sideshow.
And you got another one now.
Man, I've got 3 in a row. Sidekick, superhero.
Hey, real quick though. What's up with okay, it says when Xavier kept him captive in his mansion, Sabertooth attacked Wolverine, who thrust one of his claws in Sabertooth's head, entering his brain. No longer violent, Sabertooth enjoyed relaxing in a holographic forest. However, unfortunately, his brain injury soon healed and his psychotic personality returned. I never knew about that. When was this?
In one of the, I'd say probably 1990 comics, probably.
Yeah,
around then.
There's clips from it on our intro where, like, what happened is Charles Xavier just brings him in to try and calm him down.
Yeah.
And you just
He was doing good about it.
Until Wolverine walked in the room.
And
Wolverine's like, what's he doing here?
And then Sabertooth was like, like he was all like, dandelions.
And then it beats Wolverine.
Wolverine and the instant rage comes back, and it shows how strong his hate is.
Yeah, and then
their hate is.
Yeah, and then basically they just mindless banter back and forth how much they hate each other, and Wolverine just gets them, like I said, sticks them in the brain.
And makes them go,
Yeah.
Nobody mothers them for a while, pretty much.
Right? And it's time for a super rant.
And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Man.
Did she say dog kissing?
Huh?
She said dog kissing?
I don't remember.
What? Fat rat bastard, dog kissing!
Wouldn't surprise me with Chevy Chevy. But, hi guys. Super Duper here. I hope you got your seatbelt on because we're about to go for a ride.
I'm about to drink some water.
Alright. The movies. Pissed me off. Go F yourself, director number 1. I don't even know who you are. If I found out who you were, I'd probably burn your house down because you pissed me off royally. And then you director, I don't know who you are either, who did First Class, F you too. Seriously, you cannot have X-Men Origins, X-Men First Class where, you have Scott Summers' little brother there when he's the same age as freaking Professor X. You can't do it. Because Professor X is old bald when he finds Scott Summers for the first time. And then they find, Alex later, younger. You can't do it. So I want to punch you in the face for that. And then you guys bring in Hugh Jackman and have him in his little cameo in the movie, which is cool. I love him, and he was a great Wolverine. But then that ties you to the first 3 movies, you morons, which then you throw off because you show Hank McCoy as a human adult, no mutant powers activated in the second movie, where he's on TV, he has his cameo there, and he's a human. Then in 3, he's blue, beast, furry, freaking. Piss me off, you stupid bastard. I want to punch you in the face. Okay? I'm just going to punch you right in the face. I'm going to let you sit there and I'm going to be like, oh, hey, bam! Right in the kisser. Okay?
Bam, zoom. Is that your rant for the day?
That's my rant for the day. Suck it, directors. Learn to read a comic.
It's not the directors, it's the writers.
No, because the directors change it. See, this is the first screenplay for X-Men First Class.
The writers change it.
It was right.
They go through a whole thing, like,
No, but I watched
the
the second
producers, directors, the writers. This is an example. Kevin Smith, he got asked to do Superman, and he had to go to the guy that did Wild Wild West. This is before he did Wild Wild West. And he was talking to him about Superman. He's like, we're going to have him go to Planet Krypton, and we'll have the Man of Steel superhero tomorrow, Kal-El. We're going to have him there, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, who the fuck is Kal-El? And Kevin Smith was just like, you're an idiot. Okay, yeah, he didn't say that. He's like, because he wanted the job. He's like, okay, well, we'll have Brainiac do it. He's like, Brainiac will be the bad guy, and we'll have him try to go to the Fortress of Solitude. He's like, that's a good idea. Then we can have Superman soldiers come out there and attack Brainiac. He's like, no. Kevin Smith's like, no, because it's Fortress of Solitude. No one's going to fucking be there. It's Fortress of Solitude.
Later,
and Superman doesn't have soldiers.
Later, he does get like a Brainiac fight.
And he's like, well, we need to have Brainiac fight somebody. He's like, it's Fortress of Solitude. They're going to have to fight Superman. That would ruin the whole plot of the movie immediately. And he's like, I'll just fight a fucking polar bear or something. He's like, so you want Brainiac to fight a polar bear in the beginning of the movie? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, then we can just incorporate a big fucking spider. And he's like, I got to take a break for a second. He's like, I got to stop. And it just keeps getting worse. No, the producer that they had to go through to the movie, I was trying to give him an example of how movies get spun out of control. Yeah. And Kevin Smith, that's why he didn't want to do Superman. They stopped immediately.
Like, this can't be cool, though. I mean, he got, thrown off the blanket for being too fast. I mean,
Kevin Smith is my hero.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He is amazing.
He's really good. Well, not anymore. He's lost a lot of weight.
Well, I'm fat. Does that mean you hate me?
All right, skinny bastard. But yeah, that's just an example of a movie can out of a Superman movie. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He's one of the most notable comic book heroes ever, and you're trying to have Brainiac fight polar bears and spiders involved and all shit. And then Tim Burton got a hold of it, and he was going to do it, and then he dropped off and some other people did it, and it fucking, it still sucked dicks.
Yeah, we don't need.
But it could have been Superman. Could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
And Kevin Smith, because you know what, Kevin Smith come in there and rescued that. Because it was going to be way worse. They had the script of Superman, and they just brought him in to read it and talk about it to him because he was the guy he was one of the producers there at Warner Brothers, and they were like, come in and read this and tell us what you think. We got 3 projects. Beetlejuice goes to Hawaii for tropical something, then like something else, and then it was a Superman series, and he's like, oh, I don't want to read the Superman script. Yeah. And he did it, and he's like, this is horse shit. Like, this is real bad. Whoever just did, like, the director's cousin write this or something? He's like, this is horrible.
I swear they need to hire me.
Kevin Smith, he would have been awesome, man. He wrote about Brainiac, and, like, that would have been cool.
Oh, my God. It would be epic to see Brainiac.
All right, we got to move on. Yeah, I went on a little rant there for a second.
Oh, no, I love it.
All right, and it's time for the superhero secret ball. Who is it today?
Me.
Okay.
Again.
Are you
3 days
every day?
I don't know. You guys keep pawning off.
I didn't pawn it off. I'll do superhero.
He was going to do it.
I'm going to do the next one.
But we
I
tried
had
it
one before. I'm going to do the next one.
All right.
You got this one now.
Keep it secret. Keep it secret.
Greetings, true believers.
I died super duper again. I pretty much come synonymous with the superhero secret vault. I always have some zingers for you, and I got another one for you today. Did you know? Are you guys ready? You excited? Ready another? Wolverine has 2 children.
Didn't know that.
One's with Elektra.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
No, Elektra, the Crimson Fighter. They have a baby. It's
the girl at the foot plays Elektra.
And her name's Rena Logan, and she becomes Wild Thing. She has all the powers of Wolverine except for the claws, which she gains a psychic ability like Psylocke, where she can make psychic claws like her father, and she fights with those. And like then he has another child. His name's Hudson Logan. and he becomes Wild Claw, which is kind of funny because he is the embodiment of Sabertooth. He looks like Sabertooth. You know, he has the giant mane. His claws are shaped like Sabertooth's, but they have like an adamantium outlining. And like he has the dark hair like Wolverine and stuff. And he is a rage monster. Like he can't be controlled, and he'll kill. He just roar, eat your fucking liver kind of fighter, and like it's horrible. But like he's a good guy, but he'll rip your face off and show it to you. Like, this is your face in my hand. How's it look? And that's kind of how he is.
Shadow King used to be a freaking villain in the movie.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Evil.
I got something that goes with Wolverine that a lot of people might not know as well. The original concept with Wolverine was just to have him as a mutant Wolverine, not a human.
Like an animal.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome.
And then I seen some of the concept drawings for him for the first time, and I was like, I'm so glad they didn't go with it, because he was like tall and lanky, kind of, and like I was like, I'm glad they made him short and soft, like ripped out of his mind and military-ish. I love it. But that's all I have is, 2 babies, and one was Elektra's. Sexy, right?
Oh, yeah. It's really good.
What's next?
Villainous Justification.
Woo-hoo.
Mikey Park's going to be taking this one.
I think he would have had more children over the span of his life.
Right? I think maybe it was a little bit sterile. It's like his sperm had a healing factor where it was like, nope, not doing it.
All right, guys, this is the portion of the show where I basically try to explain why there's a little bit of good in the bad guy.
You filthy criminals.
I am the villain of the story.
Oh no, your old eyes do not deceive you, Brucey. After all, who know me better than you?
All right, we'll just get straight to it. The villainous justification for the day is Venom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this.
All right, basically what happens is Eddie Brock gets turned into this really horrible, horrible monster. And I look at it like Eddie Brock's aspirations was just to be a really good writer. Because he was a reporter at the, wherever the place him and Peter Parker worked. The Daily Bugle, yeah, right? Taking pictures, yeah, photographers. Basically, they get caught in a war between each other, and doesn't he know that he's Spider-Man? He knows Parker's
Not yet. He learns it when Venom takes him over, because it was
It has memories.
Because he was like, it was as soon as Spider-Man got rid of the symbiote for the first time, it bonded with the first angry person in town.
And I kind of feel bad for him, because every step he takes, it's like Peter Parker trumps him because he's Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. It was bad because, even Peter Parker started trumping him. Eddie Brock started, plagiarizing his photos and, lying about it. And then Peter Parker turns around and steals Gwen Stacy from Eddie Brock. So Eddie Brock not only loses his job, but the girl.
Yes.
And
In, the animated series,
So-
it was like, in my apartment?
yeah, he gets evicted.
So not only are you beating me at my job, it's something I'm more passionate about than you. You steal my girlfriend who I'm in love with, and you get me kicked out of an apartment, and I have nowhere to
And
go.
not only that, they were also both Dr. Connor's lab assistants, and Eddie got kicked out of that too because of Peter Parker.
See?
So then when the symbiote took over, and he realized Spider-Man was Peter Parker, he really hated Peter Parker even more because he's been this hero all the time as well, and, all this other stuff's going on. So now not only does he hate Peter Parker, he wants to kill Spider-Man too because they're one and the same.
So my villainous justification is that he basically got shit on by Peter Parker. and Spider-Man. Like, not purposely. Yeah. But it's just, that's the way it seems. Like, you know what I mean? Peter Parker is definitely not like that, but from Brock's view, Eddie's view, you see it. It's like, oh man, I would fucking kill this dude. And I don't kill people. We're really good at that, right? So that's my villainous justification for the day. I think it's good.
It's a good one. It's a great one.
What better? An alien takes control of your emotions, basically, and just embodies what you want to do to this person. Every time they see each other, those feelings rise up. That's what he feels when Venom sees Spider-Man, because he knows it's Peter Parker. But that's my venomous justification for the day.
Venomous justification.
I think it's time for epic fight, right?
Epic
fight of the day!
Creed and Creed related to Victor.
Who?
Creed and Creed. Creed and Creed.
Yeah. It's his son.
I don't know. I didn't spend that much time paying attention to all this.
Yeah, in the X-Men cartoon, Mystique and Sabertooth have a son who's just a human.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And he's the one that starts the mutant revolution type thing.
You gotta remember, Johnny, George is a noob on this. You can't get upset with him. He doesn't know. That's why he has new news.
To learn as much.
Right. And he's doing really awesome. I think that's my favorite segment of the whole show. But, like I said, right now it's time for some epic fucking battles.
Let's go, Bub.
Hulk smash, little man! Little man, leave Hulk alone!
Let's do this. Come on!
Hulk is strongest there is!
Okay, Bub. Let's try that again.
Alright, I have this one today. Okay, so here it is. Basically, I'm pitting two portals against here.
Uh-oh. I'm excited.
Alright, first one, same with the X-Men this, is Apocalypse.
Oh my god.
And then, basically his DC counterpart, Darkseid.
Wow. I think that's the best one so far. That's hard. Oh, yeah, look at Nathan. He's not even saying anything. He's got a big, confused look on his face. I'm not going first on that one. I'll need a little bit.
George, you're going to have to go first, buddy.
Apocalypse.
George, you picked Apocalypse. Why did you pick Apocalypse?
Cool.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure about the character.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm going to go Darkseid.
Why?
Okay. Apocalypse is strong. Apocalypse is ever living, but he can be killed and defeated. The X-Men do this, right? And we're talking about 6, 7 mutants. Then you have Darkseid, who takes on the Justice League, who is way more powerful than the X-Men. I mean, even the Flash could probably take out every member of the X-Men except for Jean Grey. Every member. And the only reason she could is because she can lift him off the ground once she psychically links up with him. So, I'm going to have to go with Darkseid because he puts up a good fight against the Justice League all the time compared to Apocalypse, who gets his ass kicked every time he fights the X-Men. So that's why I'm going with Darkseid. I had to think about it for a minute. It was a good fight. Like, I see the fight in my head, and it would be one epic fight. I mean, one epic fight. But Darkseid is more darker and harder, and I think he would kill him. I think you're right. I go with that too. What about you, Johnny? I agree with you. I go Darkseid.
I would felt that Darkseid would probably win myself.
I definitely admit Darkseid would be beat up and near death when he killed him. But
he would come out alive. I also have like a kind of a backup to that. Also with Darkseid, because just in case he won, Darkseid and Onslaught.
Onslaught.
Yeah.
That's no question.
Onslaught. Yeah, but Onslaught gets beat. His physical body gets destroyed by the Hulk with the help of the X.
Yeah, but there's no way for Darkseid. There's no way for Darkseid to mentally defeat him.
There's Onslaught would kill Darkseid because of the psychic abilities.
You got to remember, it's Xavier and Magneto mixed together, and it's fucking
with pure,
huge
uncontrolled evilness.
Enraged.
And he's so strong, he can take a beating from Hulk for a long time. And it's not only his physical body, and then they were able to, like, easily calm him down with mentalness. It takes a lot, though. I'm sorry. And it took Hulk went to Jean Grey and was like, turn off Bruce, otherwise I won't be able to do this.
Exactly my point. That's my point. He had to be the raging grr monster to even crack his armor. And then he had to get even more mad to do more damage. And it took people fighting him inside on the psychic plane from the inside and getting smashed from the Hulk on the outside. Yeah, but I'm sorry. Onslaught's going to win. Pure psychic ability wins. Sorry. Yeah, because he could basically... And Darkseid's one of my favorite villains. Do you think that, though, him reading his mind would freak him out because Darkseid's mind... Darkseid's never had anything like that happen to him before. There's no... But I'm saying reading Darkseid's mind wouldn't freak him out, Onslaught out. Oh, no. You don't think so? Onslaught all that evil. Uncontrolled evil. Unlocked... He'd probably read his mind and be like, Charles Xavier.
He's like, hey, we're almost the same person. Let's team up.
No. Onslaught won't team up with him. He is pure... His name's Onslaught for a reason. Yeah, I mean, he brings the pain. That's a good fight, though. I mean, both those fights, I mean, I'd like to see both of them. Like, Marvel DC team up. Let's do it. All right. Let's move on. Comic review time. Comic review.
Do you guys think that, like, there's a single X-Men that doesn't have a freaking rocket pair of titties?
Any of the men?
Mojo. They're rocking bods, dude.
Mojo.
I'm going to say, every one of them are ripped.
Mojo. Mojo's fat as fuck. He's fat and has tits.
And the Blob.
And the saggy Blob. Yeah, he's like the Blob.
No, I'm going to look him up again. He's scared the shit out of me.
But to answer your question, there you go. Mojo, he's like the Blob.
The only one that's, like, really got, like, messed up is Professor X.
You know who would be a good fight?
Sure.
Superman and Mr. Sinister. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see it. But, or Batman and Mr. Sinister. Oh, that one would be a better fight. The Superman and Sinister fight I would like to see because Superman could beat him up all day, and Mr. Sinister just keep him back up. He can't die. But no, Mr. Sinister is going to punch Superman. He broke my hand! That's what's going to happen. Like, that's exactly how it's going to go. And Superman's going to be like, are you done? Yeah, that's Mojo. Look at that.
What about
the sexy mother?
Superman, Mojo.
Wolverine.
Mojo, Jojo.
I know, but Wolverine would still be like, I'm not going to give up.
I know. Superman versus Wolverine, that would be a fun fight.
That would go on forever. It would go on forever because Wolverine would never give up.
Superman could kill Wolverine. Superman could use his heat vision to completely annihilate his body.
So what do you do it?
I don't know if he could if he was enraged enough and he
hot enough
he had
to melt the adamantium.
Not melt the adamantium, but everything.
As long as his adamantium's fine, he can regenerate.
Not always. Look at the whole.
Yeah.
Mr. Sinister, dude.
It says later in the comic, the only way to kill Wolverine is to cut off his head and keep it away from him.
I'm sorry. I'm getting Superman to do it. But he could. But he knew what we're talking about.
Who shot?
That's Cyclops. That's Cyclops. And he heals from that. To kill Mr. Sinister, it took X-Man. Nate Summers. Yeah. One of the strongest. He surpasses Professor X with he killed Cyclops or Apocalypse too, doesn't he? Mr. Sinister, and you're thinking of Genesis or the Holocaust, the Genesis. He defeated all three of them. All right. Well, it's time for that dirty part of the show, and well, we have to do this first. Comic reviews at the end of the show. still got to get stuff to
Their
do.
powers.
Huh?
That should give Phoenix their powers.
No.
Well, it says right here,
That's Madeline Pryor.
the little, perhaps I am, you know, but he's like,
That's Madeline Pryor. That's not even Jean Grey. And that's the Dark Phoenix. She's the Goblin Queen. She's a bitch. She is a hard ass. She is a bitch. Yeah, it's time for the dirty part of the show.
Darling, I want some bracelets and everything. Daddy, you better get the best for me.
I'll go ahead and go first. I'm going to steal Georgia so I can't use it. The Goblin Queen. Dang. She's hot, dude. I would never. She would kill you. That's cool. As she's humping you, the goblins would come out and rip your body apart. That's cool, man. That's cool with you? Yeah.
all right, Jubilee.
Oh. Really? That's like humping your sister. Jailbait. Jailbait. Oh my God.
How old is she?
She's like 16.
She's older now.
She's like 30, she's 40 now.
I'm happy.
She makes sparks fly on your dick. That sucks. It's like fireworks on your dick.
It's like to get a metal condom.
No, it'd be like somebody took some of like 6 of those great big rockets and just tied them around your dick and let them off at once. Oh, man. That's so awesome, though. So I'm going to get torn apart by the Goblin Queen, and you're going to be like fucking burnt to a crisp. You're going to have Jubilee's orgasm. What do you got, Johnny? You can't top that. We're the ones who died for some food. My first superhero would have killed me. That's true. Smashed you. She-Hulk. No, Rogue. I pick She-Hulk. That's right. The one I have today is Arisha from the Green Lantern Corps. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Doesn't mean me and George, we're dying. Yeah. We got it right now. We're in first place tie. I'll go first place tie with Georgie on this one. First place tie? Yeah. First place superhero. I want Helena Rose, the Huntress. Oh, God. She is dirty. In case you don't know, that's Batman and Catwoman's daughter.
Oh.
And
I definitely think that.
And she can change. She has the ability to change from a human to a meta, which is basically what gives you your powers when you need them. You switch it over like that. And I was actually get that for most of Catwoman.
Wolverine's bro there.
It's not a pro, it's just he was in a test tube like 7 months.
Pro, though.
Yeah, go look at the next picture on the other side. That's what it looks like. It'd be like cool.
That's not a pro.
It's like a frozen round. It's like a
no, the afro is
it's like a
bro.
It's a froed mullet. It's like rolling. Yeah. But yeah, the Huntress would be definitely mine. She's that. I can't wait for favorite gadget. Mine's gonna win. I want to go on right now. John thinks it's gonna win. Me and Georgie want to pick the superhero because we've died.
Yeah.
Why do we? Me and you. We've always humped a villain. We've never humped a good person.
Because it's not sexy enough, man.
I think it's because we like dirty girls. Like, they gotta have the essence of, I'm gonna do bad things to you.
Yeah.
You tell me the Huntress wouldn't? I can't. It'd be like that joke for the Indian people, like, they die and they're supposed to go to, like, what is it, Allah?
Yeah.
If we're all the 185, whatever the fuck, I don't care. 185 virgins, but they didn't say they would be female virgins. Dude, you know what? I would if I had 80 virgins. You gotta teach 180 virgins how to fuck. Give me 10 sluts. That's what I want. That's a joke, Leslie. That's a good one. But yeah, it's time for the gadget of the day. I hope mine wins. I want 2 now. Gadget of the day.
Get those wonderful toys.
All right.
We'll speak how it's a Barbie.
John wants to go first. Here it is. Okay. It does. The danger room. I can do without it. Yeah. You thought you'd win, but no. That just made you look dumb. Yeah. I would rather have the Blackbird over the danger room every day. All right. What are you, Georgie?
Cyclops glasses.
Oh, That's good. It controls his beam. Without that,
What's going to do with this?
Oh, it is a ruby filter. Oh, it is like a ruby filter.
Just like that one.
it's kind of like
Star Trek.
Yeah, just like that line from Star Trek, that one that has the
Jordan Reading Rainbow.
It looks badass.
Jordan Ford. All right, Sabertooth.
I don't even know. Like, I go into this segment and I lose because I don't really think about it.
And
I want this thing. Fire leg.
You want Mojo's fat board?
Yeah, dude.
He got so fat his legs couldn't take anymore that they had to amputate him, and he had to walk around on a platform now.
I want Juggernaut's suit.
That's you're good. You should have wanted his bracers.
Oh, that's a suit. That's a full
No,
suit.
they're separate. The bracers are what gives him his powers. They're alien technology. He's supposed to be the defender of Earth with these two gauntlets that go on his hands. That's why they're separate from everything else. And they're the ones, that's what gives him unstoppable force, his powers. He's supposed to be the guardian
I
of
always
the
thought it
Earth.
was a suit, and that was just part of his suit.
Nope.
Well, that counts. That's what I wanted.
He designed the rest of his outfit to look like those.
That's what I want.
All right, you guys ready for mine? Dr. Fate's helmet.
Wow.
You put that on, you automatically become Dr. Fate. No magic can stop you. You are magic.
Look at that. What would you not do?
Would you quit looking at Polaris' tit?
You're
rubbing her titties.
I am rubbing her titties. I want.
Magneto will kick you in the face.
Do we want to prank call somebody?
That's his adopted daughter.
Do we want to prank call somebody?
Do we have time?
You got 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Who we got a prank call?
Oh, yeah.
They're open now. And Caitlin's working.
I'm going to call, and I'm just going to whip it. Like, I'm going to wing it. I'm not going to do Adam West. I'm not going to do fucking
She's going to help us.
Chiang Mai. Well, then that'll be a good play.
She might play. I hope she answers, but it's going to be even funnier if she doesn't. Right,
Sean Connery, dude.
Sean should do Sean Connery. He's great. Are you ready? 6 to 1 to 8. The post is 59. 40. Oh, 30. Yep. All right, guys. Gotta be quiet. Prank on. Hold on. What's the story?
Look my day.
What are you doing? You gotta convince him you need something.
Get sexy.
Good afternoon, Benton Farm Fresh.
Hello.
Hi.
Do you have chocolate milk?
Oh my God. I realize who this is.
No, you don't. You don't know. You don't know.
We have
Don't
plenty of
play.
chocolate milk if you want chocolate milk. We're open until 10 o'clock.
You rub it, it comes out. You touch it.
Exactly. That's exactly how we get
Exactly.
chocolate milk.
You touch it. You rub it, it comes out.
Oh my God.
You walk my dog.
Sorry?
Say you walk my dog. You walk my dog.
Sure. You gotta pay me though.
You paint my house.
I only work for money.
You. How do you know that?
She listens to our show every day.
If I would have let Vicky answer, you would have been golden, but I answered, so.
Call back. Let her answer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's going to ring like in just a minute, so her ready. I'm going to convince her I need a jelly donut to save the world. Oh, we have a call. Hold on. Hold on. We'll call you back in a little bit. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I got a live one here.
It's just like a butt little Wayne.
Oh, they hung up because we're dumb. Oh, they hung up because we're dumb. Because we take forever. But we're going to call them right back, and we're going to play with Farm Fresh employees. I'm going to convince her I need a jelly donut.
It's Phalanx.
Where are you going to be with Phalanx chick? Phalanx is a dude. He's from an alien race.
Dang it.
He's like fused with Warlock.
Get you ready to call a fresh?
Yep.
A farmman?
All right. Who are you going to be? I don't know. You painted my couch yet? You watch my couch?
Good afternoon, Farm Fresh.
Hello.
Hello.
Who is this?
this is Vicky. Can I help you?
Hello, Vicky.
Hi.
Do you have jelly donuts?
Any donuts?
Jelly donuts.
Jelly
It's got to
donuts.
be jelly. Yes,
We
jelly
do not
donuts.
have any. We do not have any donuts at all. We have the pink cookies and cream horns.
Can you make me a jelly donut,
No.
please?
I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that.
How do you get your jelly donuts?
We order them.
Who do you order them from?
Dixie Cream in West Frankfort.
Do you think they will deliver one now?
I'm sorry.
Do you think they will deliver one now?
No, they deliver them at 6:30 in the morning.
It's very important. I need the jelly donut.
Okay, well, then we can have
If
those for
you
you
want my
in the morning
time,
at 6:30.
So if I be there at 6:30, you give me jelly donut.
At 7 o'clock.
You said 6:30.
I'm sorry, they come here at 6:30, but we get them at 7 o'clock. Yeah,
Well,
then
that's
we can
not
sell
fair.
out.
You told me 6:30. You watch my cock.
No.
Vicky, you make me sad.
I'm sorry.
You make me sad.
I'm so sorry.
I'm a sad boy.
Don't be sad.
Thank me. You broke my heart. Now my brother speaks of spanking. Vicky, you there?
Yes, I am.
I need to go.
You touch it, I rub it. Let's go.
I see he talk dirty. I need jelly donut to use time machine to go stop Mama from having sex with Papa to make him.
One moment, okay?
Okay.
It paints my dick with your pussy.
She's laughing. I hear her. She's in the background laughing.
Is there a
Vicky
reason
laughing
that
at
she
us.
handed me the phone?
I might have told her I needed jelly donut to fuel my time machine to go stop my mother from humping my father to create my brother.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Oh
let me
my
talk to her
gosh.
again.
Tell her she's on the radio
Yeah,
show.
tell her we need to talk to her.
Hold on, she's waiting on a customer. Because, you know, we're at work.
Okay.
Okay, well, we love your face, and you got to come hang out later.
Stay black.
Okay.
What? That's going to be some trouble.
They were
She's black. Come on.
Yeah. Black Mexican girl.
She's not Mexican. Third. She's a good Caitlin.
Oh, okay. She's on it.
Bye.
Like,
Man.
she's Hitler's wife, okay?
Man, that's a good one.
Yeah. It started slow, but got real funny.
Hello, can I help you?
Hello.
Hi.
Vicky, you back?
Yes.
Hey, Vicky, it's the Just Us League. You're on a radio show right now.
We just want to tell you we love your face, and it's really funny how you just stayed on the line and continue to talk to that annoying person.
Congratulations, you're the first person not to hang up on us.
Oh, yay.
So you win a round of applause.
I think we give you a comic and some hugs if we ever see you.
Do you like comics?
Okay, that's wonderful. I've never been a winner before.
Do you like comics, Vicky?
Yes.
Vicky, do you like comics?
Yes.
Okay, we will get you a comic. We might come up in a little bit to
All
Farm
right.
Fresh
All
and
right.
visit you guys. And we'll give you a comic.
Okay.
It's going to be fun.
All
Farm
right,
Fresh
thank
fun.
you.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Stop running, you touch it.
Bye-bye.
Give it a jelly donut. I'm going to go in. So we're going to go to Farm Fresh in a little bit, and I'm going to be like, oh, you got your Farm Fresh, you got jelly donut, and she doesn't know who it is.
Dude, seriously.
George, you got to prank call somebody.
All it costs is nasty.
George, you got to prank call somebody.
I want to call a movie theater and be all Special Olympics on them.
Yeah.
Like, I want Avengers! I want Avengers now!
I haven't done that in a while.
Who are we pranking? Some movie theater. I want a movie theater.
Carbondale, not Marion.
If I do,
Marion will know it.
We're going to go to
Yeah.
Mount Vernon.
Okay. Like, literally think it out first. Seriously though, look at this, look at this. Look at Exodus's dick. Okay? He can literally shoot missiles out.
Are you ready?
Look at that beast.
I know.
Get the ready. Get ready. Let me get into character here. Oh, we're going to call her.
Dude, talk
you know, you just talk nonsense like you talk, and then George is like, what you just said? No, it's 800. What? Yeah. 1-800? Yeah. What? No, it's not 1-800. It's 800-326-3264. Not Vernon Show Place 8. Wait. 800-326-3264. 3264. So 326. I got it. 3264.
Dialing.
Oh.
1-800-FANDANGO. Now powered by Aptera. This call is sponsored by...
Answer for prizes. We text you a question. You reply with an answer. Win $50K cash and earn points to win other great prizes, such as ringtones, iPads, digital cameras, and even $50,000 cash.
Press 9 now to hear more information.
Close. End call.
To use our speech-enabled system, press star 2. If you know the name of the movie you'd like to see, press 1. For a list of new releases, press 2. To find a theater near you, press 3. Or enter the theater's 3- or 4-digit express code, followed by pound. For an introduction...
Woo! Okay. All right, you ready for the roll number? Yes. 618. Woo! 242. That's the Mount Vernon number. What? Whoop. 6368. All right, this is Carasodi. Fucking Carasodi Showplace. Fucking Carasodi Showplace. Carasodi Showplace 8 Mount Vernon. Show Dick Kiss. There.
Thank you for calling AMC Showplace 8, theater located at 400 Potomac Boulevard, Mount Vernon, Illinois. For showtime and ticket information, please call 888-AMC-4FUN. Again, that is 888-262-4386. Or visit us at amctheaters.com. To speak to a guest services representative, please press 0. Thank you again for calling AMC Showplace 8.
Done talking. Good. Don't do it 5 times.
1 moment, please.
Hold, please.
Thank you for calling Mount Vernon AMC. This is Amanda. How may I help you?
You gonna have Avengers tomorrow?
What was that?
Are you going to have Avengers tomorrow?
We have a midnight show tomorrow, yes.
I want to see Avengers.
Okay, there's a midnight show tomorrow night, and it comes out on Friday.
How much?
Well, for the 3D, it's going to be $11, and for the 2D, it's $8.
Damn. What time?
Well, we've got the midnight show tomorrow, and then at Friday we'll have a 12:45, a 4 o'clock, a 7:20, and a 10:30.
What is midnight?
Midnight is 12 o'clock at night.
When it's dark?
Yeah, in the dark.
I don't like dark.
Well, we're playing it during the day on Friday.
So it'd be light then?
Yes.
I like light.
Okay, can I help you with anything else?
Will there be candy?
Yeah, we sell candy.
What kind?
We have a lot of different kinds.
Gummy bears. I like gummy bears.
If that's all you need, I need to go, okay?
Hey, are you on the phone again with somebody? You calling fucking PETA kids? Hey, you on the phone. Shit, dude. Mount Vernon. We'll remember this.
That lady was
Special kid
totally
beat up.
trying to keep her job. She wanted to hang up so bad, but she didn't.
Good job, John.
We got like 15 minutes left. You guys want to trash talk or continue to prank call?
I can do one.
Oh,
Yeah, we get Georgie to do one.
let's call Carasoe's Plaza 5 in Centralia.
And trail trash. You know that you're not even allowed to move to Centralia unless they say it's okay? If you just want to buy a house, the community has the option to tell you yes or no.
How dumb is that?
Yeah. Because they only want the people that have lived there since it's in inception. Wow. It's pretty fucking stupid. Let's not make our town grow. Let's just watch it suffer and fucking...
You know they voted that because the mayor wanted to put the interstate going through it, you know, like make it to where there was an interstate that goes through it, and Centralia voted on it to close it out. They said it would ruin their small town.
Wow.
All right, you guys ready?
Centralia, you're douchebags. You deserve this.
618-439-7365.
Where's it at?
This is Benton KFC.
Okay.
The Centralia movie theater didn't have a number.
Ready, Georgie?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? He's going to wing at it.
What the fuck is this?
Let's call Mary.
Marion what? Oh, KFC, okay.
618-997-3121. What you going for? KFC.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's winging it.
Marion KFC, can I help you?
Yeah. I was just wondering what kind of chicken you had.
I'm sorry?
I was just wondering what kind of chicken you had.
We have original, crispy, and grilled.
No, I mean, like, what kind of chicken exactly? Because usually I eat my own chicken, and I make my own chicken at my house, but lately they have not let me eat my own chicken. So I haven't been able to buy any chicken, and all I can ever buy is chicks, and it takes too long for those things to grow. So basically, I just want to find out what kind of chicken you guys actually get your chicken from. She hung up. She fucking hung up.
Yeah. I feel like I just asked.
Like, why did you hang up on me?
I asked what kind of chicken you use.
I'm going to give her some shit, okay.
No, this is going to be fun.
Say chicken wingers. I want fucking chicken wingers, and you're hanging up on me.
Is it calling?
Yeah.
Hasn't rang yet. It's dialing.
What time do we have? 15 minutes. We have 5 minutes, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're going to hang up on you within a minute. Guarantee it.
I know.
I'll make a bet.
The ring?
No.
Call failed. Was not answered.
Did we lose the call, or did she actually hang up?
She hung up.
Okay, well, that's what I'm
You
saying.
heard click.
Yeah.
618 what? It's 618-997-3121.
It's so shitty.
You're like, I asked a legitimate question, what kind of chicken you use?
Oh, yeah, shit.
Chicken wing.
Marion KFC.
Yeah. Are you the woman that just hung up on me?
No.
Okay, well, one of your associates there basically just hung up on me and was very rude to me, and all I was asking was what kind of chicken you guys have.
What do you mean?
Like, what kind of chicken you guys actually have. Like, I'm not talking about chicken wingers or pop kizzle chicken. I'm talking about actual chicken. Like, me, I usually have my own chicken, but I cannot have my own chicken right now because they have forced a law that where I cannot have chicken anymore because I used to kind of, do things with them. So, basically, I cannot have chicken anymore, and I was just wondering what kind of chicken you guys actually get it from.
You mean like the company?
Well, no,
I'm not
like,
understanding what you mean by what kind of chicken do we have.
Where is it from? Like, is it from Kentucky, or is it from Tennessee, or what are you talking about?
They don't tell us.
They don't tell you?
No. It's just, we just order it from a company called Yum, and they send it to us in a box.
All right. Well, let's see. Well, okay. Do any of the chickens have, mental disorders or anything like that? Or
it's not like we get chickens. They send us cut up meat.
Okay, well, I just don't want to end up getting chicken and, me end up getting retarded or something like that. So, that's the whole thing.
Well, they send us chicken cut up in a box from the company. We tell them how many cases they send it to us. That's all we know.
All right, well, since one of your associates hung up on me earlier, how are you going to fix this?
Huh?
Since one of your associates hung up on me earlier, how do you plan on fixing this? Because I feel very, very angry right now.
Very well. I'm sorry. Are you sure your phone didn't hang up? Because we don't hang up on people when they call.
Well, I was just asking her a legitimate question about where you get your chicken from, and she would not answer me, and the next thing I know, I hear a click, and basically my phone is still going good because I have a very good signal right now, and I know it could have been that.
Hell yeah,
well, it could have.
Hung up on him.
Nobody here hung up.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
We won't make a chicken
positive.
Well, let's see.
I think you're lying.
I do think you're lying. I gotta admit this. I'm very sorry, ma'am, but I'm gonna have to say
I have to apologize, but nobody hung up on you.
Well, I think this is racist.
I want your corporate number right now. I'm calling in.
Okay. Like I said, all I can do is apologize, and nobody hung up.
Well,
so if you feel that you need to call the corporate, all I can do is apologize and answer your question. That's all I can do.
I don't exactly want to talk to the corporate, really. I want to talk to the colonel himself.
And a free bucket of chicken.
I'm afraid Colonel died about 20 years ago.
You serious?
Hello?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Really?
I just saw him in a commercial the other day. His picture is all over all of KFC's stuff, so that cannot be legit.
I understand that his picture is everywhere, but he still passed away several years ago.
All right, ma'am. Just want to let you know you're on a radio show.
Cool.
Sorry.
Well, we knew it was a prank, but...
Well, and you guys hung up. We have
No, we really didn't hang up.
No, it didn't happen because we didn't hang up. We're on a computer. We can't hang up.
And it hung up on your end. You guys hung up.
I don't know, because we can't hang up on a customer, so...
It was funny, you guys are good. Thank you for playing along for so long.
Yeah,
we appreciate you guys.
You're a true KFC customer, man, or employee, yeah.
Good job, guys. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, bye, guys.
Don't hang up on no more
ever go to Marion KFC because they're liars and they get their chicken from Yum?
Whatever the fuck Yum is.
Yeah.
Never trust a company named Yum.
No shit, right? Young, underage males.
Well, whatever. I mean, yeah. She put up a good fight, though. I'll have to give her that.
Wow. She hung up. She did hung up.
But I'm pretty sure the KFC probably stands for, like, Kentucky Fried, like...
Cock chumps.
Chumps. Yeah, that works. I mean, because I was just...
And she was like, we did not hang up. We're not allowed to. Bull crap.
Picture on a soundboard.
That's why I was like, man, I'm going to cut in. I'm telling her we're from a radio, and she's lying second crap. Lying second doo-doo.
I mean, we have all this recorded, so technically we have evidence.
Yeah.
We're going to have free chicken, okay?
You hear that, KFC? We're coming for you.
Yeah.
We
want our chicken.
The Justice League's arch enemy is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
From Marion.
All right, guys, I think that's going to do it. We're not going to do a comic review. If you want to go see some good comics, read any of the X-Men. Chicago Bulls play Friday. If you guys get a chance to watch it, they lost last night horribly to the fucking Philadelphia 76ers. I literally threw up in my mouth when I found out. So
you guys need to check out the Essential Wolverine comics. They're pretty awesome.
Wait, how much time we got left? We got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We can do a challenge step time.
I'm cutting it kind of close.
Yeah.
All right, next time. We'll do it next time.
I don't know what we even do right now.
We'll have a good challenge step time for after the Avengers movie.
Yeah. I want to remind you guys we're going to be in Metropolis, having a booth, going to be doing that charity funds. Please come up, meet, the Just Us League and have Superman Fest, party with us. Like I said, many times George is going to be naked. We're going to be partying.
And thanks to Comic Connect, and we're going to be having some comics from them hopefully again soon.
Comic Connect, we love you. We can't wait to see you guys when we get them up there for Comic-Con.
Don't forget to invite them to come see the Avengers with us.
Yeah, Thursday night, midnight, Marion, Illinois, AMC Theaters, Just Us League is going to be there. We're going to watch the Midnight Avengers. Please come visit, have fun, cheer on your superheroes with us.
After that movie, we're going to do a show. So if you guys want to do the show with us, that would be cool too. Come talk about the movie.
Come talk about it. We'll ask us some questions, and we'll try to get them on the air. Call in. 2 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be having a show. It's going to be epic. Can't wait to see you guys there. Let's party Avengers style. Please bring your mask, shirts, props. Let's make it happen.
Avengers fans, assemble!
All right, well, that's a show. We love you guys. Good night, Gotham City. Good night, Metropolis.
Bye, guys.
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Man, that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
That bitch was pissed at you from KFC, son.
I know. Oh, it's not 19 seconds.
Yeah, well, we always do the after.
Man, we're going to the KFC. We go to the Fun Fresh.
We go to the Avengers.
Before we go to the Avengers, we should go to Marion KFC. I need to join up.
That's true. We should go to the Marion KFC before we go to Avengers and go fuck with them.
What comic were we going to give her?
We're not giving her a comic. She said she wanted one.
I'm going to give her one.
We got one to give her.
He offered her a comic. I'll give her one. Okay. I'll give her a Superman Batman comic.
And by comic you mean
your dick? Yeah, you do.
Of course.